Our today's topic is programming tools, and also we learn what is high level language, low level language, compiler, assembler, interpreter. Let's get into the video and understand more. Here are the programming tools. So first let's discuss what is programming tools. If we have to communicate with computer, there should be something that language should be used. Computer cannot be understanding our language, that is English or Hindi, whatever we speak. No, computer will not understand that. Whatever we speak is a high level language. Whatever the computer understands is low level language. In order to get some work done by the computer, we need to give instructions in the computer language. Okay, computer understands only in the form of machine level language, which is also termed as low level language. Keep this in your mind. Machine level language is also known as low level language, which represents only zeros and ones. In machine level language or low level language, we get only zeros and ones. There is no ABCD, there is no I or something which we understand in our language. Human interacts with computer in high level language, through which we provide instructions to computer. Human will speak only high level language, but computer will convert it to low level language and it understands. Examples are Python, C, C++, etc. Language translators is nothing but it transfers high level language to low level language. That is nothing but language translators. The classification of programming language. So low level language, high level language. Machine level language is also known as low level language. Okay, machine language understood by computers is nothing but low level language. Note, there is assembly level language also, that is nothing but symbols or notations. You can say it as symbols. Assembly level language was developed that allowed the usage of English like words and symbols instead of zeros and ones. It is mainly used to directly interact with the computer hardware, and it is computer specific. High level language. High level language is nothing but the code which you give write, or the instructions which you give to the computer. Okay, code or instructions written by humans to feed into the computer. Examples: Python is the language that you are using now. Your seniors were using C++. Yeah. Instructions are using English like sentences, and each high level language follows set of rules. Even to give high level language, you have some set of rules that you will understand clearly once your lab starts. I hope your lab might have been started and you understand how to write print statements, have to initialize the variable, have to declare, everything you might have learned. Here are the three language translators. I said language should be understood by computer, then it should be in low level language, right? So first is compiler, next is interpreter, and third one is assembler. Compiler, it converts source code in the sense high level language which humans have written, source code into machine code. It compiler compiles whole code at a time. Okay, when it comes to interpreter, an interpreter translates one line at a time instead of whole program at one go, whereas a compiler, it compiles all the program at a time. Here it goes line by line. Interpreter takes one line, convert it to executable code if the line is syntactically correct. If it has no error, then only it converts to low level language. Assembler, used to convert code written in assembly level language to machine level language using assembler. So let's go with the next topic. So here we have program development tools. There are two program development tools, that is, first is text editor, next is integrated development environment, IDE. Okay, it is also an environment which we use to write our programs. An editor, first let's go with the text editor. An editor is a software that allows us to create a text file where we type instructions and store it as a file, store it in a file as source code. Okay, next is IDE. IDE consists of text editor, building tools, and debuggers. Here you can compile and debug the program as well, whereas text editor you cannot compile and debug the program. Okay, examples of IDE is Python. We use Python in IDLE. So you can develop the code and you can run the code, you can compile it as well. Debugger is nothing but detecting and correcting the errors. That's all. And we'll go with the next topic, that is software, which is last topic of your first module.